Hey guys, so I was gonna make a video about how I made $4,000 on GBPJPY. Today is another profitable trading day, but instead I thought I'd make something a little bit more useful. And instead of focusing on strategy here in this video, I'm gonna focus more on process and approach, because I think that's where a lot of you all are. If you're not yet profitable, it's probably because you don't have the right approach, or at least you're not on track to creating a good approach. Strategy does not matter in the big picture of things. And what I mean by strategy is, okay, you have a trading system with like 3 rules and you follow those rules black and white and you do nothing else. And there's no logic, there's no context, there's no applied experience or skills or intuition involved. It's just like you're trying to follow a black and white system. And you've probably noticed that if you're still not profitable, it doesn't work. Like, you have to have a little bit more than that. And that little bit more that you need is you need a process. You need an approach that suits you more in particular. Now, if you're new here to my channel, my name is Nick Sean. I made about $1.2 million the past a little over 4 years, trading Forex, crypto, and stocks. I've been trading for about 6 years, been profitable for a little over 4 years, and I make videos like these to help people like you learn how to trade. So consider hitting the like button, subscribing if you like videos like these after you watch. So let's get right into it. So with a strategy, if I give you a simple strategy right now, most of you guys wouldn't be able to duplicate it. Why? Because there's more that goes into it from just a strategy. So let's say the strategy is something, we'll keep it real simple, something like a break-in retest of a clear support resistance level. So the rules would be price breaks the support zone, then it comes back to retest that support zone, and then the third rule is that it starts rejecting that support zone as resistance. So essentially price breaks the zone, that's rule 1. Price retests the zone, that's rule number 2. Then it starts rejecting that zone in the lower time frames, that's rule 3. Then you'd enter a sell, price bounces from the zone, comes down, you put a stop loss above the zone, and if it breaks above, you get stopped out. So with a system like that, you'll notice it sounds so simple, doesn't it? Right? Well, then why are you not profitable? If it's that simple and it's that straightforward, it should be easy, shouldn't it? Well, you'll notice real quick that trading isn't that easy, right? You can make a really simple trading system and you can control risk really well, but there's still that little bit of oomph that goes into it. There's still that little bit of pizzazz, that little drop of little something else, a little magic almost is what it seems. But it's really not magical at all. All it is just experience. You need more experience, and here's why. If you have an approach-based trading methodology instead of a strategy-based trading methodology, your approach can be fine-tuned, it can be nuanced, it can be based on your experience, it can be based on your strengths and weaknesses, it can be based on your time constraints, when you're able to trade, when you're not able to trade, and it can be completely unique to you. And you get this by focusing on you and what makes sense to you instead of and as opposed to focusing on what other people are doing. So you may think that this sounds kind of counterintuitive. You may think this sounds kind of like the flip-flop of like what I teach, which I teach people how to create their own trading system. I teach them how to test that trading system to verify it works. And then I teach them how to optimize it over time. And that's what we teach here at Mission FX. Mission FX is a coaching program that I own. And we have coaches, we have customer support people, we have client success coaches that help people create their trading systems, test it, and optimize it over time. More details about that if you link in the description. But what we do here, a big portion of what we do here is helping people optimize their systems. You see, a lot of people have created a simple approach. I just gave you one you can use here at the beginning of this video. A lot of people test their approach, or we'll see that they test it. So they'll collect some data, they'll write the reasons they took their trades down. It's best to keep it put in a Google Sheet or a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet to track all your metrics, like reason you took the trade, what the screenshot looked like when you entered, did all your rules meet, what was the risk reward, little things like that. It's good to track all those metrics, but a lot of people aren't even doing that. So creating and testing is one thing, but optimizing your system. Optimizing your trading system is like taking a system that's losing to being break even, and then taking a system that's break even and making it profitable. Or what we do for a lot of our clients is, because a lot of people join Mission FX, they're already profitable trading. We teach people how to take their profitable trading systems and then make them even more profitable through the use of things like applied experience and intuition, those little inklings and feelings you get whenever you know hey, this trade meets all my trading criteria, but for some reason I get a weird feeling that it's not gonna work out. Why do you get that feeling? Probably because subconsciously you've seen the same setup happen 1,000 times before, or whatever. And then you know that internally, even though you can't describe it, you may not be able to verbally articulate why you feel like the trade's not going to work out, but you feel that way for a reason, because you've just seen it happen over and over again. So while you can't describe why you think it's not going to work out, you end up not taking the trade, and then you end up being right. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked out. And you only get this type of trading intuition through experience, which again is another reason you should focus on an approach methodology versus a strategy methodology, versus trying to take a strategy, copy it exactly, trying to ask. I see a lot of people in the comments on my YouTube videos, as well as clients in Mission FX when they first join. They ask, Nick, what's the exact reason you took that trade? Why didn't you take a trade? Like you posted a screenshot, but then you said you didn't take it. You know, why isn't that trade fine? Like, why didn't you take it? And there's often times where I just have to tell the person, like, I don't get a good feeling about it. It's a break every test, yes, but there's also, it's bouncing off a daily support level, so it's likely that price could break above this zone. It's also, the pair's been really bullish for the past couple hours. So there's a lot of times where I'll sit out of something and I usually end up being right. Price ends up going into a range, or it ends up whipping around the level, and it wouldn't have been a profitable trade. And so with that, the only way that I developed that was just through experience, right? I developed the skill set to be able to say, this trade's better and I'll take this one. But this trade over here, which has the exact same objective trading criteria, this one is a trade where I don't think I'm gonna take. And so I wouldn't be so focused on strategy if I were you. I wouldn't be so focused on trying to duplicate or replicate identically somebody's trading strategy. My clients who are profitable, they don't trade the exact same. There may be similarities in terms of like the technical reasons for entering trades and how they manage risk. Man, it's a beautiful day today. I'm gonna go outside in a little bit. But even though there may be similarities between systems, there is never an identical trading system that one of my clients is profitable trades and another one of my clients who is profitable uses the identical trading system. It never happens like that. Everybody has to find what works for them, and this is what you'll have to find within your trading journey. You'll have to find an approach that works for you. And so I'll keep this real simple. Here's my suggestion for you. Instead of focusing on what everyone else is doing and trying to replicate strategy to strategy, hopping around from system to system, instead just take a couple simple things that make sense to you and then build a trading system from there. Even if you change it later on, it's fine. You can change it, you can tweak things, but build a very simple like trading system and then test that approach, test that trading system, test that strategy, and start writing down the reasons you took trades, what works and what doesn't work, and use that data to then optimize your system, which is the most important part. That's how you make it better. That's how you really get to profitability in the first place. Is you create a system, you test it, but then you start optimizing it to try to make it better and better, to try to take less trades that end up not working out and try to take more trades more often that do end up playing out. And it can be completely unique to you. You may not have time to intraday trade or do scalping like I do. I have the time to do everything. I swing trade sometimes, I scalp trade almost every day. And I have the time to do that because I do this full time. I'm at home all day chilling with me and my dog Ruby, go walking at the park. She's like half asleep right here in front of the fireplace right now. But so I have the time to do that. You may not have the time to do that. You may have, you know, other commitments, other priorities, family, work, where you cannot be at the charts all day. So you could only be able to look at the charts maybe once or twice a day. You'll have to trade 4-hour and daily charts most likely. And that's fine. You can have a system that works for you. But instead of focusing on someone's strategy, you have to focus on your own approach. Find what works or makes the most sense to you. Create a trading system, test that trading system, and optimize that approach over time. And it's best in the beginning to keep things simple and find a way to control risk. You can control risk in a million ways. I teach this in a lot more detail in my free training, which is linked below. You can check that out. It's just a free training. It's a video where I talk about this whole process, like how you can create your own approach to trading, how you can create, test, and optimize the system going forward, and how me and my team can personally help you do this with personal mentorship with our students community. It's Mission FX. This is the company that I own. We teach people how to create and test and optimize their trading systems to find an approach that works entirely for them. So it's a fully comprehensive program that's online. It is a students group chat community. It's moderated and it's focused. There's no idiots in there. It's just people who finish the program and follow the basic action items can join. It's personalized one-on-one mentorship for me and my team. You can book unlimited one-on-one sessions with our coaches here at Mission FX to look at your trading system and help you fine-tune and tweak things. So you're never spinning in circles and you're never alone. You literally have us hold your hand through the entire process. And it also has daily live Q&A sessions you can hop on. That way, if you have a quick question, you don't want to book a one-on-one session, you can just hop on the next live session. There's one like every day. So if you're interested in more details about how we can help you create, test, and optimize your trading system, then click the link in the description below. Watch the little free training video. See if it's for you. I hope this video helps. I thought I'd make it a little bit more practical today instead of just giving you, here's another trade I took. I've made like, 40K this month so far trading, and it's just the first week of March. That's great for me, but right, how does it help you? So I wanted to make this video to help you because this is how I'm able to do this. I've created my own trading system. I've tested it over time and I've optimized it over time. And every single one of my clients who are profitable, which is hundreds of people, have done the exact same thing. Create, test, and optimize your own trading approach based on what makes sense and what works for you. Hit the like button on this video, subscribe if you like this video. I release videos like this like almost every day. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I'm gonna go on a walk with my dog. Cheers.